And I just want to make a quick point about spending money in this country, which is that there are some people who are now suggesting that we should spend £1 billion more a month, not £750 million, but £1 billion more a month to stay in the European Union beyond October the 31st. And I have to tell you, I don't think that would be a good use of public money. And I'm going to make sure that we don't have that unnecessary delay. And I'm going to do everything I possibly can to make sure that this country comes out of the EU on October the 31st. But unfortunately, Parliament voted yesterday effectively to scupper our negotiating power and to make it much more difficult for this government to get a deal. So what I want to do now is to really give the country a choice. We either go forward with our plan to get a deal, take the country out on October the 31st, which we can, or else somebody else should be allowed to see if they can keep us in beyond October the 31st. And I have to tell you, I don't think that would be the right way forward. And I think if people really think that this country should stay in the EU beyond October the 31st, then that really should be a matter for the people of this country to decide. Because at the moment, what Parliament is voting for, or Parliament voted for yesterday, was a system by which the EU itself would decide how much longer we had to remain in. And I, for the life of me, cannot think that is the right way forward. So all I can say, and I hate banging on about Brexit, I don't want to go on about this anymore, and I don't want an election at all. I don't want an election at all, but frankly, I cannot see any other way. The only way to get this thing done, to get this thing moving, is to make that decision. Do you want this government to take us out on October the 31st, or do you want Jeremy Corbyn and the Labour Party to go to that crucial summit in Brussels on October the 17th, effectively hand over control to the EU and keep us in beyond October the 30th. I think it's a no-brainer. I'm sorry to bring this painful subject up this afternoon, but that is the reality of what we face. And for me, there can be only one way forward for our country. I think what the people of this country want us to see is the government of this country focusing not on Brexit. That's been going on for 3 years. I think the people of this country want to see us focusing on their priorities and their needs. And I think they want to see people like you serving police officers, men and women, being allowed to get out on the streets and do your job. And they want to see a government that funds you properly and allows you to get on and do that and directs all their attention and all their concern on that priority. And I can tell you that is what I want to do. But we must settle this EU debate. We must come out of the EU on October the 31st, and then I want to get on and deliver all the priorities of the British people. And as I say, policing, making our streets safer, that comes first, and that is the top priority of this government. So thank you all.